The sun's shining, birds are singing, and all feels right in the world.
Until the season changes, and suddenly you lose your motivation to get out of bed. In fact, 1 in 5 people experience some form of depression, no matter the season or time of year.
At the American Psychiatric Association Foundation, our vision is to build a mentally healthy nation for all, because we want you to live your best life and be your best you all year round.
Please visit mentallyhealthynation.org to learn more.
A common sense recap of the day's biggest stories. It's John Catsimatidis and Rita Cosby. Katz and Cosby on 77 WABC. Breaking news, WABC.
And joining us now on Katz and Cosby, as all of you, this is big news from the Pennsylvania Supreme Court on the Pennsylvania Senate race. Breaking news, Judge Weinberg.
So you had in Pennsylvania Democratic County election commissioners counting votes that should not have been counted because they were undated or misdated, not signed, and they said, we're going to do it anyway because they want to do it anyway.
Yeah, the commissioner or something says, we're going to do it anyway.
We're going to do it anyway. We don't care what the law is. Everybody breaks the law. Supreme Court of the state of Pennsylvania said, oh, no, you're not going to count those Senate votes at all if they're not properly dated.
Happy days are here again. The skies above.
Well, you know what that means?
Happy days.
Pennsylvania is following the law.
Right.
Is the rule of law coming back?
Hopefully. By the way, it's the right decision, obviously.
For a fact, what did they do in 2020?
What they did is they totally violated the state law. They allowed votes to be counted that shouldn't have been counted because they were late under the state law. Republicans went to the U.S. Supreme Court to try to intervene, and the U.S. Supreme Court said, it's not our problem. We'll see what happens down the road.
Can you believe that?
That was absolutely a bad decision by U.S. Supreme Court.
And finally doing the right thing. Let's see, by the way, if Bob Casey finally concedes.
He hasn't conceded because the lawyers are collecting a lot of money. Oh, by the way, did you see Oprah didn't get $1 million?
Yes, that's right.
She got $2.5 million.
2.5 to her production company.
And show up and say, "Oh, things are great. We love Kamala." $2.5 million.
I would have done it for a lot cheaper.
I would have done it for $1 million.
I would have done it for $999.
Peter King and I will split it.
There you go, right?
But there's no guarantee. I wouldn't have voted for her.
Yeah, you still would have taken the money.
I would have taken the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know how much money was glommed by these political operatives in the Democrat Party?
$1 billion.
That's right.
Billion. And they still owe money. They still owe money.
They owe $20
million. Wow. Wait, there's another song.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Well, amongst ourselves, me, Congressman King, and a judge, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rita. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you guys very much, and I love spending my birthday with all of you here on Katz
and now you can drink legally.
And before,
thank you. Finally,
we make a disclosure that before that we had a Carvel cake for your birthday.
It was delicious.
And it was delicious.
It was so good, and I love you guys, and it's great spending my birthday with you guys. This is a special birthday, and to be with special people who I love, and all of you awesome listeners, thank you guys.
John, I'm just not happy you mentioned
the truth.
John mentioned the birthday cake. I tell my wife I don't eat when I come in, and now she's listening. She's going to know that I had ice cream cake.
It was really good, Rosemary. Really good.
Really good.
Thank you for the cake.
Ice cream cake. Then eat that other.
Was good.
I'm trying to figure out what was sweeter, the cake or the singing. I'm trying to figure out. Both of it was great. Thank you, guys. Love you all, and love all of our great listeners, too. Thank you.
Well, what else is going on, guys?
Biden looks like he's edging us to World War III. This is incredible. Now finally saying, well, Ukraine, you can use these long-range missiles. You can use them to get into Russia. He's leaving office in 2 months. Peter King, this is incredible.
Yeah, I may disagree with you to this extent in that since there's thousands and thousands of North Korean troops coming in, given this to Zelensky now can increase his bargaining position when Trump comes in to negotiate.
Maybe he should have said we might do it to begin with, as opposed to this long. Come on.
I'll tell you, if Biden is giving permission to I can never pronounce it.
Zelensky, yeah.
to shoot Russia, I think Putin is too smart to get ourselves into World War III. I think what Putin will do to get even with Zelensky is level Kiev.
Well, I hope not. I
hope
still want
not.
Ukraine. I still side with Ukraine. Putin is a war criminal, and I think again Biden handled it badly. Hopefully, Trump can negotiate
Biden has
something.
handled everything badly.
It's
Okay.
Oh, by
horrible.
the way, what else did he do? What else did he do?
He got us into a jam in the Afghanistan. He got us into
Absolutely,
a jam.
absolutely.
No, what else did he do?
Israel.
Israel.
Oh, with
What is Biden-
Israel.
what
This
does
is
Biden wanna
horrible.
do?
First, he is basically lifting some sanctions against
Oh,
Hamas and
horrible.
Hezbollah, and he's blaming Israel and saying, you know what, they need to step up.
No,
This
and he's
guy-
sanctioning Israel,
This
too.
guy is a disgrace.
Can I
Judge
make this
Weinberg,
political?
a disgrace.
And I'll ask Judge Weinberg, how could any Jewish person have voted for Biden? I mean that seriously. I'm not trying to score a cheap point.
My people like to think of themselves as pretty smart. Well, they've distinguished themselves by not being very smart.
And guess what? The voting rolls, you guys, last night I was surprised. I was at Zionist Organization of America, myself and Professor Dershowitz,
group.
who'll be coming up. Wonderful group. They were so great. By the way, and they also wished me a nice happy birthday, which was beautiful.
Did you get ice cream cake there?
You know what? I got some other stuff, not ice cream cake. I got some other stuff. You know, they're good. But what happened was they talked about the Israeli vote. It was 30%. Last
Jewish
election,
vote.
the
The Jewish
Jewish
vote.
vote.
Jewish vote in the United
And guess
States.
what? 30% this time. How could the Jewish people not more support President Trump at the end of the day?
Well, let's blame Sid Rosenberg. Let's blame the judge.
Perfect. All right, good.
I mean,
it's
that
always good.
It makes sense. I mean,
By the way, John, you also talked about Russia. Let's talk about that ballet dancer who suddenly criticized Putin.
she criticized Putin. She fell out of the 5th floor.
What a surprise.
Surprise.
He.
Listen, you know what the lesson is? Stay out of windows.
Also, Judge, didn't we talk
And
about?
don't criticize Putin.
Don't criticize Putin.
Didn't we talk about Spirit Airlines going
Tell
bankrupt?
me about Spirit Airlines. They just filed bankruptcy.
Yeah, I know something about this. JetBlue and Spirit were going to have a merger. And historically what's happened is when the Democrats and Republicans, if there's problems, they try to mitigate them. But in this state, not only did the Justice Department go against it, Tish James, the Attorney General in New York, where JetBlue has its headquarters, they come out against this. It's a cheap political stunt. As a result of that, thousands of people could lose their jobs. You could have airlines going under.
And JetBlue might file bankruptcy, too. Who knows?
It's just very bad for the airline industry, and it was done out of cheap politics. And there's, unfortunately, thousands of jobs at stake.
Yeah, big
And
stuff.
service to people who fly.
Well, we're talking to Charlie Gasparino later on that.
Lara on.
Americans are durable. We take pride in hard work and high quality. American Giant makes durable quality clothing right here in the USA because what we wear reflects who we are. When you buy American Giant, you're not just wearing the best clothes money can buy. You're helping keep jobs and pride in your own backyard. Premium clothing built to last decades, like it should. Get 20% off your first order at American-Giant.com with code RightHere24.